Butker ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his fourth NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's White. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here comes Tony on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against him?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their #1 goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations, not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less. But 3rd and 7 or more, there were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. A beautiful fake. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, first and 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now White off the bootleg. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. A play fake, now White. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Waddle's first catch, good for a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. The slot man in motion right. On first and 10, it's Mostert. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 35, here's a second and 9. Once again, it's Mostert. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is third down and 4. Now White. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
after the field goal. Here comes Sanders to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Mahomes now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and goal from the 1. Mahomes now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? On the run, this is Gray. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
He'll hit Mostert again here. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to Tony. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. 10
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start,
but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Tony. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes going to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Butker's kick here is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A quick throw caught by Rice. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Second and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's second and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tua. Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 76 yards rushing now for Mostert as he picks up a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Mostert going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 13-10, 2:15 remaining. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
On play action, it's Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes will throw. A dump down to McKinnon.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. Second down, 8 yards to go. Mahomes. Throw out wide is incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Mahomes to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Now first and goal. Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now it's the Dolphins' turn, trailing by 4. A little under 50 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Second and 6 coming up. Tua. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. Here's Tua. His throw incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock. and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Tua to throw.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
This is 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they